I know I have a one pending class that I have to share. Malika, can you see the shared videos in a drive that is in YouTube? Are you accessing that? Are you practicing it? Yes. Okay, good. So I know that one class is pending from my end. I'll share it in a while. And okay, let us start today's session with. Okay, previous class we have seen that. Okay, how can we create a slave server, right? And how the slave we can execute, we can build the jobs on slave server. Well, that we have seen in a previous class. Now in this class we try to understand. Okay, we have given some best practices, right? I think all of you have copied. Have you copied the best practices? In the best practices, we said that you need to back up at least the you need to back up you need to regularly back up the Jenkins, at least the home directory, right? The at least home directory. So what is the home directory in a Unix? The home directory is parallel Jenkins. So what I am doing here is I am planning to take a backup of my varlib Jenkins. Okay. How can we take a backup? We can take in a different ways. Okay, in a different ways we can plan a backup. There is a okay. Let me connect it on a browser that is 192.168. Okay, on 103. Okay. Now you see that we'll go to the Jenkins and we go for manage Jenkins, and we are planning for the backup. Okay, go to the manage Jenkins where you can find different plugins for the backups. Where we can find different plugins for the backups. You just find for the manage plugins. Okay, what is available, enough available plugins. You can search for the backup. Just search for backup. You can see there are a number of backups are there. If you want to go for Google Cloud Backup plugin, allows local and cloud storage of the backups and automatic restores. A backup plugin. This plugin allows archiving and restoring your Jenkins. What is archiving? Archiving is nothing but cut paste. Archiving is nothing but cut paste. See, in a backup, three types of terminologies you have. One is backup, and one is archive, one is retention period. There are three types of terminologies you have. Okay, one is backup. Okay, and second one is archive. Third one is retention period. What is a backup? just you are copying your data and you are storing in a safe location, right? Copy and save in a safe location. Whereas archive is nothing but you are cut from your source location, cut and save in a safe location. Retention period is nothing but, suppose how many days you want to save that data. Whatever you stored the data, where it may be backup or archive, whatever it is. Okay, how many days you want to save that? Okay, how many days you want to save that? That particular date, that particular number of that retention period, whatever the period you say, there is nothing but you want to save these many days of that particular data. After that particular time, okay, the data will be get wiped out. The data will be get wiped out. Is it clear? Okay. Okay, let us understand now. Okay, we can suppose, let us say, we have a thin backup, we have a periodic backup, with different backups plugins are available. Okay, now you see what it is doing. Thin backup, most of the people use thin backup. This plugin simply backs up the global and job specific configuration, not the archive or workspace. Okay, that means it will not delete your source data. Whereas this backup plugin, it will delete your source data and put it into a safe location. That is the difference between the two plugins. Okay. Now what I'm planning is, okay, let me download and install after restart. Okay, let it download first. Okay, still it is not, it is pending state. They failed to resolve the hostname of FTP. As of now, we'll try to understand these two plugins, backup and thin backup. One plugin is failed to download. That is Java dog plugin. Okay, again it is downloaded, fine. Okay, now I want to restart my Jenkins. Once it is downloaded, make sure that, again, I have told you, right, in operations, if you run the safe restart, it will restart in a safe mode. Okay, that is nothing but whenever there is no jobs are running, then only it will restart. Make sure that you restart your service in a safe mode. And also you can say service Jenkins restart. Okay, it will restart your Jenkins service. Okay. Now it is still okay. Now it is started. Okay. Now we have two plugins. Okay, we have two plugins. One is backup and thin backup. Now we'll see that how it works. How it works. Now go to the manage Jenkins. Okay, go to the manage Jenkins. You see that there is a one particular uh, tab that is backup manager and thin backup. These two plugins just now we have added. These two plugins just we have added, and you can either you can backup or you can okay just now we discussed backup manager. This particular plugin will archive the data, whereas thin backup will take a backup and store in a separate location. Okay, let us say I want to there are different plugins are there. Okay, based on your requirement you can select it. Okay, then what we'll do here, I'll say first let us say with the backup manager, and you can set up. Okay, first you have to set up the backup. Okay, okay, where you want to, okay, which directory you want to backup. Hudson root directory. This is varlib Jenkins is my root directory, right? Okay, in which format you want to backup, entire.zip or zip or whichever format you want. Okay, where exactly you want to backup, where exactly you want to backup. Okay, in my system I say that I'll create one folder. Okay, I say okay, I'll create a direct. Okay, I say backup. Okay, I'll say backup. Now you say what I'll do, I'll give my home directory. Okay, here I say I have a one directory called backup. Okay, in this folder I want to backup. Okay, this particular directory I want to backup. Where you want to store that? In a folder called backup. What is the format you want to save the backup? Underscore date underscore extension. Extension should be tar.zz. Your tarball. Okay. Is that clear? If you want to have a verbose mode means you want to see that okay, entire screenshots kind of thing. Okay, okay, configuration files, no shutdown, right? We don't want to shut down anything. Okay, backup sponsor, backup job workspace, backup build history, backup Maven artifacts, backup fingerprints. What do you want to do? Everything it will show you. Okay, everything you want to backup, yes, you can backup. Okay, without specifying anything, it will backup all the things. Okay. Just if you specify this particular one, okay, it will backup. Okay, it will backup. Okay. We don't want to. Okay, we don't want to shut down this. Okay, then if you want to verbose mode, you can select that verbose mode. Okay, then if you want to see that backup the build history, suppose you want to backup all the build histories, you want to backup your job workspace as well, you can specify all those things. Okay, includes and exclude. What is include and exclude? Suppose I want a workspace, there is a workspace called some particular folder. You can take entire workspace. In that, if you don't want it, okay, in the particular folder, you don't require any particular file. You can specify that. Suppose there is a log file, you can say log star. I don't require it. You can exclude that. Include and exclude. You can specify whatever you want. Okay, and you can backup fingerprint. Okay, just let us save this. Okay, let us save this, and if you want to back up your configuration now, just we have given all the details. Okay, okay. You have given all the details over here. Once you've given all the details, just you can say backup person configuration. If you click on that, okay, you can see that verbose output, what it is, what it's doing. Okay. Now you see that. Okay. Now we'll go to our server, and you have created just a directory called backup. Let us see any. Now still we don't have any data over here. Let us see. Let us see what is status over here. Okay, backup ended this particular time. Okay, it says that it is completed, but okay, why, where it is stored? Let us check. Mm, okay, okay. Let us see. Mm, we'll go back. Let us see restore Hudson configuration. Okay, available backup in this file. No backup files are available for wrong deliveries. Basically, there is a no backups. Okay, just a minute, guys. See, it is saying that a full absolute path of the backup directory of the Hudson, for example, in this way we have to give. Let us say we'll go to the this particular section. We'll go to the backups. cd/backup. Let us say present working directory. Yeah, we have given that. /backup we have given. BACK. Okay. Okay, let us see that what it is doing. It is backing up in this format, right? Generally, people will not that use this particular one. Let us do one thing. Jenkins. Okay, backup.xml. Okay, it is saying that target directory /backup. Okay, verbose mode is true. Only XML is false. No shutdown is true. Okay, that is all. Everything is fine. If I go into the directory called but it is not showing that any configuration file. Where went wrong? Let us see that. But in this scenario, okay, problem in creating this particular directory. Yes, got it. In this particular format, it is unable to create. Okay, no such file or directory. In this format, there is a problem with this particular format of creating a directory. So what we'll do, we'll go to the we'll manage configure this particular one. Sorry, not a backup. We'll try to set up the things first. Um, let us back up now. It has problem in taking in this particular format. Let us see now again. Okay, let me do one thing. Okay. I've created a one directory called jenkins underscore backup in my root directory. Okay, one more important thing I told you, that if you want, Jenkins uses a username called Jenkins, whatever the operations you do. So, okay, what is the permissions on this particular file on Jenkins backups? The root is the owner of that particular file, so you don't have permissions on it. So I'm changing the ownership of that particular file. Ch own, okay, Jenkins, then which one? Jenkins underscore backup. Jenkins underscore backup. Ch own. Okay, here I have to give the colon if you want to change the permission of that group ownership as well as the owner of the file. Now we have changed that particular file. Now we'll go here and we'll set up the things. Here I say, okay, just I have to say that Jenkins Jenkins underscore, okay, backup. Now we have a given with proper permissions. Let us take a backup of this. Now you see this format will be created. This format can be created. That means Jenkins underscore backup slash this particular backup underscore the date and timestamp with the tag access. Right? Now we'll go in this particular directory and check is there any content is updated. It is not yet updated. Let us see. Still it is going on. Okay, let it be. Meanwhile, we'll try to understand some other things. I will. See that now the backup one particular file is added over here. The file is nothing but your backup underscore this particular date tar.cz. Whenever you want to restore, yes, you can restore it. Okay. Now that is completed, and okay, the number of errors is 0. Okay. Now what we'll do, we can go and whenever you want, we can restore from that particular file. Okay, go to the backup manager, and if you want to restore Hudson configuration, okay, you have as of now only one backup, this particular one. You can launch restore if you want. Okay, in that way we can backup and restore. Okay, in this way we can restore if you want. There is a one more tool we have discussed that. Okay, there is a one more plugin we discussed, that thin backup. Thin backup is you can configure in a you can configure in a scheduled manner. Okay, in which backup directory you want to backup. Okay. Okay, then backup schedule for the backups. Backup schedule is nothing but at what time you want to restore. At what time you want to backup. That schedule, the time of that. Okay, at what time you want to backup. Okay, just like a cron tab schedule. Just a cron tab schedule. Then okay, you can give a schedule that okay when you want to backup all those things. And maximum number of backup sets means how many backup sets you want. Okay. Now okay, these are all the details you can give it, and okay, you can give all this configuration, and you can set up. Let us say Okay, I want to backup in a backup directory called Jenkins underscore backup. Okay, Jenkins. Okay, then okay, there is a directory does not exist. Okay, we have that, right? We have it, no problem. Then what is the schedule? The schedule is nothing but we have seen that the cron tab schedule. Suppose 0 12 means every day 12 a.m. Okay, in this particular format. Okay, so if I given the same details, it will take every 12 o'clock every day. It is taking backup from Monday to Friday. 1 to 5 is nothing but 1 to 5 is nothing but Monday to Friday. Okay. So in this way, you can, if you want to, okay, if you want to maintain a number of schedules, okay, if you want to maintain differential backups is not, it is a full backup actually. Differential backups means whatever the changes happened, whatever newly added, only those you want to backup. Yes, you can give the schedule as well. Okay, sometimes in a full backup every Saturday they'll take. Suppose I say 6, that means every weekend it will take. Okay, okay. Then the same thing if I say 1 to 5, every incremental backups on a regular days. In that way you can set up. And number of setups is 1, and backup executors from the backup regular expression, everything is fine. You can set up all these things, build archives, you want to get all those details. Yes, you can set up and you can save these details. Okay, if you want to clean up the differential backups, if you have when the full backup run, if you want to delete the differential ones, you can do that. Okay, you can maintain different things, that is up to you. Okay, let us say I don't require it now. Let us save this. Okay. Now if in a regular intervals, whatever the time you have specified, it will back up. Or else if you want to manually back up, you can click on this, so it will manually back up the things. Okay, it will manually back up the things. Let us say you go into this particular directory and you can say ls. Now you can see the after some time whatever the now just now you ran the job details. Okay, you can see over here. Okay, in this way we can maintain. Okay, in this way we can maintain the things. Now in this way we can maintain the backups. We have a different things. As I discussed, there are n number of things are working on in a different people are working on different projects nowadays. Everyone adding their plugins in Jenkins. Now, okay, the as per our discussion, we have uh, 4 things to discuss. One is Marvel project. We try to understand. Okay, Marvel project. We'll discuss we'll try to create a Marvel project, and then we'll try to deploy that code, the Marvin project. Once the artifact is prepared, we'll try to deploy that code into a Tomcat. Okay, we'll try to deploy it into Tomcat. That is how the continuous integration and continuous delivery will happen. Like once the code is pulled, okay, from the Git, how it is preparing artifact and how it is deploying. All the scenario will go in a one particular project kind of thing tomorrow, and we'll finish off the uh, we'll finish it off uh, the Jenkins tomorrow slash. And can you all send me a mail if you have missed any particular concept? Okay, if you have missed any concept, okay, just let me know. Okay, I'll try to cover that. Okay. If you have missed anything, let me know. Okay. So tomorrow we'll try to complete our Jenkins class. Okay. Anything missed from? Okay, we'll try to discuss one more thing, that is how can we maintain the dependency builds. The dependency builds are nothing but, suppose I say I have two jobs. One is test environment, other one is production environment. Let us say we create a one more job. I say a freestyle project. I say test job, something freestyle project. Okay, go ahead. The job already exists in a name called test. Okay, is it? Okay, I say dependent job. It is a freestyle project. Okay. Now I say that it is a dependent on other job. That means suppose sometimes if the test is successful, okay, if the test is successful, then only I want to build other job. Then only I want to create other job. You want to do that particular one, like dependency builds. Okay, let us see that there is an option called there is an option called like a build dependencies. You can set up, okay, you can have a post build actions. You want, suppose if it is completed, you want to send an email notification. Okay, I'll give you all the lab documents in a while. Okay, like I cannot explain you all the scenarios in one particular go. So what I'm doing is I'm creating all the lab documents and I'm sharing to you, okay, in a different scenarios in a Jenkins. Like how can we have a chat mechanism? There are a number of things are there. I'm trying to give you all the lab documents on top of it. Okay, we'll see that. Okay. Now, uh, let us say here just I want to execute only a basic high kind of thing. Okay, I don't want to do much things on this. Let us say execute in shell, and just I say echo. Okay, echo. I say hello kind of thing. Okay, just I said echo hello. Now, okay, what I want to do exactly, the dependency management we want to do. The dependency management is nothing but if this particular job success, then I want to run other job. If it is failed, I don't want to do anything. Okay, like a different things you can do. Okay. 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 Now I can say a build when the changes are published to GitHub. Okay, that you can do. Build periodically, build other projects are built. That means if this particular, okay, let us say which project, there is a one more job, right? As of now, no projects are specified. If you, okay, what are the projects you have till now? Let us see that. 192 versus trigger whenever the bill is unstable, whenever the build is fails. You can specify different things. As of now, I have a one job called first job. When the first job is completed, okay, let us say if this particular job is completed, okay, the first job triggers only if this build is stable. If the build is unstable, if it is failed, okay, whatever you say. Let us say I don't want to do anything as of now. Just I'll save this. Okay, I'll save this, and we'll say that in our first project. Okay, in our first project, we'll say that okay, it is a dependent on the test kind of thing. Okay, we'll go to configure. We want to build a particular job. This particular job, whenever my test job is successful, whenever my test stable, which is my build test, right? There is a one job called, okay, dependent. Okay, if it is successful, okay, if it is successful, then only I want to run that particular one, or else I don't want to run it. Whatever. Okay, I say dependent. Okay, this particular job, if it is stable, dependent job is stable, then only I want to run it. Let us say save. Now we will run that dependent job first. Okay, if you see that dependent job, if you see that there is a downstream project, and that is first project. That means if it is success, it will run one more job called first job. Okay, that is a downstream project. If you see the upstream project, if you go to this particular job, there will be an upstream project that is dependent. Got it? Now let us say that we will run this particular job. Okay, build now the. Okay, if it is success, automatically the first job also will kick. Okay, it is now 7:24. Okay, it is success now. Okay, it is successful. Now we'll see that what is the first job. See that it is also building now 7:24. Why? Because it is dependent on my dependent. It is successful, so it is also running. So in that way we can maintain the dependency of the jobs. It is failed. Okay, something, whatever the cause it is failed. Okay, that is not our concern to do it, but we want to understand how the dependency will be maintained. Okay, the dependency we can maintain in a different ways. Okay, that is when is the first job is completed, stable, or different things you can set up. Right? Why it is failed? The parameter we have not given. Here it is a parameterized job. You know that what is a parameterized job, right? Okay, so we'll stop over here today. Just I have another appointment now. Tomorrow we'll try to finish this particular Jenkins, and we'll jump into if anything missing, just send me a mail. We'll try to cover that and we'll finish it up. Thanks for attending. See you tomorrow for the rest of the class. Bye bye.